It's still early out in Cali, baby, don't you wanna rally again? Find a road with no name, lay back in the slow lane. Skies dropping, Jupiter around us like some old train. We'll be rolling down the windows, I bet you we'll catch a nice second wind. We don't have to go home, we can leave the night on. We can leave the night on.
Right, so I'm starting this vlog where the last one left off. If you watch my last vlog, you'll see I was in the same position and the same outfit. But I want to start this next one because this next one's just going to be a short, little informative one. And in my last vlog, I was saying you don't have to track macros to be healthy. You don't have to track macros to reach your goals. But we all know that I track my macros. Well, maybe you all don't know that. I track my macros. Macros, if you don't know, are carbs, protein, and fat. And with your right numbers, you know you're reaching your goals. If you want to lose weight, you eat in a caloric deficit. If you want to gain weight, you eat in a caloric surplus. So you just track your macros and adjust them accordingly. And so the easiest way to track your macros is if you use like a food tracking app. The one that I like to use is MyFitnessPal. And so this video is just if anybody wants to try to track their macros and they don't really know how to use MyFitnessPal, I want to do a video to kind of show you guys, quickly take you through that and show you how easy it can be to track your food, track what you're eating throughout the day, and ultimately track your macros if you want. So let's get started. So first we are going to go to MyFitnessPal. I can find it. Here it is. Here we are. This is what the app looks like when you come into it. I don't really scroll through the screen, but there's like different articles you can read and whatever. But you can go to, so you go to more once you set it up. Well, once you set it up, it'll have you do this, but you can go to your goals. You can talk about like what your weight goals are, how much you want to lose each week, but I don't really follow that because I already know my macros and this is kind of pretty generic, so I don't really do that. But so you go to diary when you want to add your food. And originally when you get that, but I think it says breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then like snack or something. But if you log onto your computer, you can change it so it says what you want. Like for me, I have it meal 1, meal 2 through meal 6 because that's how many meals I have in a day. So for breakfast, so you just go to add food right here, and then you can type in like any type of food. So say I want to do a banana. So you type in banana, then you hit search, and then it gives you different bananas. And the thing with fruits and vegetables, this is another tip, I always do like banana USDA because that is the most accurate. And so I do banana USDA. Like I said, I like to track by grams because that's the most accurate as well. Like there's an options like if you look, see, so you can click on banana, well, let's see. So like this one, it says banana medium, but it's like, how do you know what size your banana is? Like if your banana is a medium size or not. So I like to do the ones with grams. And then, so this is 126 grams. And say your banana, let's see. So you can click on serving size to change the serving size that it shows. So if you want to go by grams, that's easier. So like for example, if you know your banana is 50 grams, you can do the calculation to figure out like what that is of the fraction of it. Or you can go to serving size and then you can change the serving size to a gram, and then you know your banana is 50 grams, so you go to number of servings and you just go to 50, press OK. Then it shows you that is 11 carbs, 0.2 grams of fat, 0.5 grams of protein, 44 calories, and then you're good to go. And so that's how you just look up different items. You just type in the name and you can find it. You can also scan the barcode. So say you bought like a package of cauliflower rice. So you click on this barcode and all you do is scan it, and then it automatically puts in all the information of the food into it for you. So as opposed to typing the name and trying to find it, all you have to do is scan the barcode and then it gives you the nutrition facts right there. So for example, for me, for breakfast, I usually, let's say I'm going to do my cookie dough. So you can also create recipes So like my cookie dough, for example, that's obviously not something you just buy from the store. It was something that I put together. Like I put in coconut flour, protein powder, everything. And so I made all that and I made it into a meal so that every time I have the cookie dough, I don't have to put in, 14 grams of coconut flour, like 12 grams of PB2. Instead, I can just click on cookie dough. So if you want to do that, you do create a recipe. And you can like find different recipes from online and put them in there, but I just do it manually. And so you put in what it's called, how many servings, and then the next step you will put in all your ingredients and then it'll make the recipe for you. And so that's super convenient. So for breakfast or meal 1, we'll say I'm going to have cookie dough. That's a recipe that I made. It shows it's 6.5 fat, 21 carbs, 31 protein, 259 calories. We'll press OK. And then for meal 2, I usually have my cauliflower rice and I'll do chicken. I always have 3 ounces of chicken. So I clicked on the chicken. Oh, also, so this food right here, these are like all my recent foods. So once you start using MyFitnessPal, it starts to remember what foods you eat. So as opposed to having to type it in each time, you can just find it here. So it knows that I have this Trader Joe cauliflower. So I click on that. The serving size is 85 grams. I do 2 servings of that. And so then I press OK. And then I always do my chicken. I do 3 ounces of chicken. So the serving size is 1 ounce. So I'm going to change this to 3 ounces. Okay. And then I do my stir-fry vegetables, which is 2 servings. So the serving size is 1 cup, 2 servings. Good to go. And so that is meal 2, chicken, cauliflower rice, and stir-fry vegetables. Let's say for meal 3, I'm going to do the lemon chicken arugula salad instead. So I click on that. That's the one from Trader Joe's. I just scanned the barcode and it put in all the nutrition facts for me. Then I press OK. And then my snacks throughout the day is for meal 4, I usually have a protein bar. So I'm going to click on this Quest bar and it shows you all the macros. Good to go. And then for dessert, I always do my yogurt. So 150 grams Greek yogurt. Okay. And then I do I usually do a 4th tablespoon, or a 4th of the serving. So the serving size is 2 tablespoons, so it's half a tablespoon. Actually, let's say I'm going to do 1 tablespoon, so I'll just do half. And then I do 25 grams of apple. So we have that here. See, the serving size is 100 grams, but I only do 25, so I did a 4th. And then I always do half a scoop of protein powder. So that is 1 scoop, half serving, good to go. And then the morning snack that I have, this is just kind of where I put my extras. I do a Carb Master yogurt, and then I do 25 grams of apple. So you can also, it shows what you usually pair in the meal. So since I clicked on Carb Master yogurt for meal 6, it knows that I usually do apple with it. So down here you can just select it as well. And then also in the morning I have this liquid fish oil. I don't necessarily have it with the meal, but I just like to log it, so I just log it with meal 6. And so now I have all my meals logged in. Shows you each meal, like the calories of each meal. But if you turn it sideways, it shows you the actual macro breakdown of each meal. So meal 5, you see it's 246 calories, 14 grams of carb, 9 grams of fat, and 30 protein. And then if you go to the bottom, it tells you your totals. So right now with my meals, it's 1,203 calories, 112 grams carbs, 35 fat, and 131 protein. So personally for myself, my macros are usually around 130 carbs, between 25 and 40 grams of fat. Like I said, I'm not strict. And then my protein's 120. And so as you can see, I'm kind of under on carbs, over on protein. Usually this isn't that big of a change. They would actually balance each other out since carb and protein are both 4 calories per gram. So the amount that I'm under here and over there would probably balance out. But the thing about macros is you can go and adjust your food. So for example, if I want to decrease my protein, a lot of the things I usually do, I hope you can see this. So for meal I have listed as meal 5, as opposed to doing, so this meal has 30 grams of protein, but instead of doing a half scoop of protein, I can do my Barley's greens instead. So if we go to meal 5 And if you want to take something away, you can just swipe to the left and delete the protein. And instead of half scoop of protein, I would do my Barlean's greens, the chocolate greens that I talk about. And since that doesn't have really any protein, it has 1 gram. So that'll lower my protein. So I'll click on the check mark, and then I'll see how close I am to my macros now. So now we see I'm at 116 carbs, so that had a little more carbs in it, 34 fat, and 120 protein. So I'm pretty much perfect on my protein, pretty accurate on my fat. And then for carbs, I'm like 15 grams under. So if I want, I can go in here and increase my carbs somewhere. Like, let's see. I can do more vegetables. I can do more rice cauliflower for carbs. I can add more fruit to my yogurt that I'm doing. So instead of 25 grams of apple, I can increase this to, let's say, 50 grams of apple. So let's see what we'd be at now. All right, so now I'm at 124 carbs, 35 fat, and 120 protein. So I'm pretty much perfect. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not, but this is the range that I usually like to stay in. So that would be a good day for me. And so as you can see, it's super easy to adjust your meals in here. And then when you log in and you start it, it'll ask you like to put in your goals and whatever. But like I said, my MyFitnessPal isn't that accurate to like tell you what you need to do to hit your goals. But if you know, if you're able to track your if you've calculated your macros before and know what you want to hit, then you just kind of, know what numbers you want to hit. So for example, you see, I know that I want 130 carb, like 35 fat and 120 protein, but down here it shows that my goals are something different. So I had made my goals in the first place to make it as close to my macros as I can, but the way that MyFitnessPal works, it didn't let me put in my exact goals. So I just kind of ignore these goals, and I already know what I need myself, and so I just look at the blue and try and hit it there. So that is a little rundown of MyFitnessPal. There's more features and stuff, but that's all I do. And I'm probably missing something, but hopefully not. So that was a little MyFitnessPal tutorial. That's what I use to track my food. There's different food tracking apps as well, but I just use MyFitnessPal. I think it's easy. I really hope you guys could see that. I know the camera has trouble focusing on like numbers and screens and stuff, and it could have been a little blurry, so hopefully if at least it was blurry, my explanation kind of made sense so that you could do it for yourself. And yeah, I think this video is going to be pretty short, but I just wanted to do that in case anybody wants to try tracking their macros or just track their food in general. But yes, so that is the end of that. So I would like to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.